Hello friends, my name is Smruti Vasavda and today we are going to start with the third chapter, that is compensation for special groups and recent trends. Let us now move to the next topic, that is human resource accounting. Human resource accounting is a process of estimating the value of investment on human resource with a view to assessing the value to the organization. The main objective of human resource accounting is to guide the management in strategic planning and controlling the human resource. It acts as a tool to estimate the cost and value of the human resource or the cost and the value of the workforce. There are various determinants related to the human resource accounting. Human resource accounting is influenced by various factors such as the compensation of the employees, their skills, their knowledge, the promotion strategy, retirement planning, etc. Since human resource accounting is not statutory, hence it does not reflect or it is not recognized in the balance sheet of the organization. Let us study the features of human resource accounting. There are various features of human resource accounting. The first feature is it helps in formulation of various plans and policies. It helps the HR team or HR management in formulation of various plans and policies, rules and regulations related to the workforce in the organization. It is an effective tool for decision making. The second feature is it is considered as an effective tool for decision making since it helps the HR management in formulation of various plans and policies. It acts as an effective tool for decision making related to the human resource in the organization. The next feature is it helps in decision such as recruitment, selection, training, development, promotion, retirement, etc. It helps the HR management in various functions related to the human resource of an organization. It helps the management in making the choice between investment in human resource or investment in any other physical asset. Since human resource of an organization is now considered as a human asset, it guides the management in making a decision to make the investment in human asset or to make an investment in other physical asset. The next feature is human resource accounting is considered as a service industry. Since the main motive of each and every organization nowadays is to get employee oriented or customer oriented, the HRA human resource accounting is considered as a service industry to retain the employees in the organization. The next feature is the information generated by human resource accounting is useful for management as well as for potential investors. The potential investors or stakeholders gets the information related to the workforce in the organization, which helps them in making the decisions related to the investments, as well as it guides the management in the organization. Let us talk about the objectives of human resource accounting. Human resource accounting has various objectives or importance in each and every organization. The first objective is it acts as a base in decision making. Human resource management has to formulate various plans and policies related to the workforce in the organization. So human resource accounting acts as a base or it helps the human resource team in making various decisions. The next objective is it provides warnings to the management about the required changes in the value of human resource. It guides the management in making or formulating various plans and policies and also about the required changes in the value of the human resource. The next objective is it shares numerical information related to the human resource in the organization with the managers to help them in taking decisions. It helps the human resource management team to formulate various plans and policies by sharing the numerical data with them. It helps the organization in optimum use of resources. Optimum use of resources is the better utilization of human resources. Human resource accounting helps in better and the best use of human resource in the organization. The next objective is it analyzes the psychology of the human resource in the organization and also suggests the remedial actions that needs to be taken. Human resource accounting is further divided into two types: human resource cost accounting and human resource value accounting. Let us first study the human resource cost accounting, or simply HRCA. Human resource cost accounting is defined as the measurement and report of the cost incurred by the organization in various personnel activities such as selection, recruitment, training, development, etc. It deals with the accounting of investments by an organization in acquiring and developing people as the human asset. It considers the investment made in the human resource as the human asset. It includes the cost for personnel activities and functions such as selection, recruitment, training, development, etc. It also considers the cost for developing people as human asset, also known as human resource asset. There are various approaches in human resource cost accounting. The first approach is historical cost approach. In historical cost approach, all the costs incurred by the organization in various HR activities such as selection, training, development, etc. are capitalized and written off over the period of useful life of the human resource. Here, the human resource gets a similar treatment to that of any other physical asset. So here the human resource is considered as the human asset and it gets similar treatment to what the physical assets get. That is, the physical assets get written off over the period of their useful life and it is treated as an expense. There are various benefits or merits to historical cost approach. The first merit is it is simple and easy method. Since all the cost incurred by the organization gets written off and capitalized over a period of time, it is very simple and easy to calculate and also easy to understand. The second merit is it follows the traditional rule of matching the cost and revenue. Here, each and every organization following the historical cost approach tries to match or tries to balance the cost and revenue of the organization, considering the human resource as an asset in the organization. The next advantage is it helps in finding out the value of human resource investment. As I said, human resource is considered as the asset for the organization. So investments made in the human resource is considered as an asset. So it helps the management in finding out the value of human resource investment in the organization. There are various demerits to historical cost approach. The first demerit is it is difficult to predict for how long the employee will stay in the organization. It is very difficult to predict or to say that a particular employee will stay in the organization for XYZ years in the organization and the organization will be able to retain him. The next disadvantage is it is very subjective. A historical cost approach is very subjective in nature since it considers the cost related to the personnel activities and it does not consider the skills, knowledge, competence that the employee has. The basic aspect of human asset is not considered. The basic aspect of human asset is that it is the only asset that gets appreciated every year, as compared to any other physical asset that gets depreciated every year. So So human resource or human asset is the only asset that gets appreciated, and physical assets get depreciated year by year.